Happy Thanksgiving to KFTV Nation, but a not so happy Thanksgiving Friday for the Knicks, man, because the Portland Trail Blazers came into town without Damian Lillard and left with a victory, man. 132 to 129. Blazers edged the Knicks in overtime, led by 82 combined points by Jeremy Grant, Anthony Simons, and those guys in the black and white uniforms. Yeah, they had some help from the refs, but there was a lot going on in this game, man. So let's talk about it, man. Look, you know, they started on the MSG postgame show by talking about the free throw disparity, which there was one. Let's admit, the Portland Trail Blazers shot 51 free throw attempts. A lot of that started in the second quarter, and that's when things really started to change a little bit, when the Knicks had a pretty sizable lead and Portland got into the game. You know, the Zebras were, leaning heavily towards the Blazers. Now, give the Blazers credit. I thought they did a good job all night, really putting pressure on the rim, putting pressure on the Knicks. You had Jeremy Grant with 28 of the 51 free throw attempts. And Jeremy Grant's 28 free throw attempts tied the total amount that the Knicks themselves had, which is crazy. The Trailblazers coming into this game are fourth in the league in free throw attempts at 25 a game. So they do a good job drawing contact. They put pressure on the rim between Grant and Simons. They got Hart. They do a good job. 51 is crazy. But nevertheless, Al, I'm never one to just completely blame the game on refs. Because in every sport, you have to deal with the subjective nature of calls, whether it's fouls in basketball, it's holding, it's pass interference, football, baseball is balls and strikes. You always are going to have to deal with those elements. It's never going to go away. Sometimes you're going to get the benefit. Sometimes it's down the middle. Sometimes the other team gets it. Nevertheless, the Knicks had a chance to win this game. They were down by 6 points in the fourth quarter. You had excellent play by Emmanuel Quickly, Jericho Sims, even RJ in bits and pieces in that fourth quarter. The closer, Jalen Brunson, got them back into this game. And we had a chance. It went into overtime. But on one side, these guys were executing when it came to Jeremy Grant, Nurkic, Anthony Simons. And on the other side, you had the Knicks stumbling and bumbling to the finish line.
Absolutely. And there are nights where the Knicks had these type of games where they get these many free throws more than their opponents. But tonight, the game was so close that it's not really the refs' fault. Yes, there are calls that the refs missed that they didn't give to the Knicks, that they were just allowing Jeremy Grant to be LeBron James tonight and just get every single foul call. But when the game's so close and it's in reach, you have to do your best to overcome those type of elements to win, as you already pointed out. But for me, it's looking at guys who are having slow starts, like RJ Barrett, man. You can't be struggling this much when you're needed in these type of games to get it going. Yes, it looks nice that you had 19 points. You got to the line a couple of times. You went 6 for 8 from your free throw line. You missed one in a critical moment down the stretch. Thankfully, Randall gets the steal. You go out coast to coast, tie the game. But who knows? Maybe if you made it and you get that same situation, you're in the lead, because you also then have Jalen Brunson coming down and gets you another bucket as well. It's missed opportunities like that I focus on when you're a team and it comes down to execution. And your coach can draw up all the magnificent plays. We go listen to the Game of the Week preview that I did with Tori, and he talks about how Chauncey Billups, coach of the Portland Trail Blazers, he struggles with sometimes his rotations and late game execution. We talk about the same thing with Tibbs. Yep. But at the end of the day, it comes down to your talent. You say it all the time, CP. It comes down to talent on this team. How they are the ones playing. How are they going to execute when it comes down to free throws, when it comes down to shot clock management. Yeah. Okay. No one needs you. All right. And this is not just to point one person out, but like I said, RJ had a terrible night tonight. He had some moments in the fourth quarter, But you can't have Julius Randle after he hits a three come down to a heat check and then be like, why? In overtime, you can't be doing that, bro. You cannot be doing that. This is the type of stuff where you got to have you got to play with an IQ, a high IQ, understanding the moment. You're trying to win. It's crunch time. These guys are getting to the line. You need every single shot. You had Jeremy Grant in foul trouble.
Yeah.
Why are you doing that? This team's got to be better when it comes down to the players themselves, when it comes to execution.
Well, and when you speak.
Okay, yeah. My thing is about RJ is that, like, I've been watching him for the whole season, and he said at the start of the season he wants to be an all-star. And from what I'm seeing, boy, I'm sweating, man. I don't know what the hell's going on with this kid. Like, I thought it was just going to be like a little slump, but I mean, I think we have to come to a point in time where we have to ask ourselves, like, is this who he is? That's what I'm starting to get worried about, because, I mean, everybody has, like, like, we all know that he wasn't going to be Zion, he wasn't going to be Ja. We all know that. But especially at this point, I kind of expected something of, like, what Sims gave to us this, tonight. That's what I was expecting.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, it looks like he doesn't have it. I don't know what's going on, with this kid. I really hope he gets out of it. But I don't know. Like this Donovan Mitchell trade, it looks like we really messed that up because, I mean, right now it's looking bad. It looks like RJ got paid, and now he's in a slump, and I'm kind of worried. Thanks for taking my call, guys.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
It's a damn shame that we had to have our holiday spoiled like this with today's game. But, I really feel like, number one, I feel like your man Jules is the exact reason why we lost the game today. I think that one play where he came down, I remember he hit a three, and then he came back, and then he kind of did a heat check and hit another three. And keep in mind, this is like in the clutch. This is when the game is on the line. And he blew it. You know what I'm saying? And Julius, he always does these boneheaded, just Eskimo Joe. I get so frustrated with him because
that's where we don't need talent. That came from. It was inspired by Julius Randle. We don't need that. Yep.
But we don't need that, man. And you know what? I also feel like that, these last couple games have really showed me, and it should show the front office how important I think Cam is to, any of the success we've had this season. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can see that his defense is without question a missing piece of the puzzle right now because, RJ's not getting it done. Every time I look up, RJ's getting cooked. You know what I'm saying? And then everybody talking about RJ, I think the thing with RJ, the thing that sums it all up is that play when this dude tried to jump from he tried to dunk on my man and he jumped too far away from the rim.
Yeah.
That kind of sums up his whole issue with me.
He does that a lot, man.
Supposed to be Yeah, I understand he's supposed to be the Maple Mamba, and I know Kobe's his idol and all that, and he's supposed to be just like him, minus the jump shot, the athleticism, and the clutch gene. Like, son, you're not Kobe. I think that's his problem. He needs to play to his strengths more. If he can play to his strengths more, guess what? We'll get more of the RJ that we saw last year. This RJ that I'm looking out here, this guy that's looking lost half the time, and more importantly, he's too busy playing hero ball with Jules.
Yeah, yep.
Something's got to be done.
And that's it, man. One more time before you bounce, hit that thumbs up, Butterfeed Boys, and share this video, man. We out of here. Knicks lose 132-129 in overtime. Top former will bounce back, man. CP Alex, we out of here.